On May 30, 2024, Toyota Motor Engineering and Manufacturing North America quietly filed a document that would vaporize the single most valuable asset in the automotive world: trust. For decades, the name Toyota was a synonym for invincibility. You bought a Tundra, changed the oil, and handed the keys to your grandchildren. That era is dead. On that specific Thursday in May, Toyota admitted to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, under Recall Code 24TA07, that they had manufactured approximately 102,092 ticking time bombs. They didn't call them bombs. They called them V-35A FTS engines with potential machining debris. But the result is the same. This isn't just a recall. This is a forensic crime scene scattered across every highway in America. We are talking about a catastrophic engineering oversight estimated to cost the corporation over $2 billion in direct repairs alone. Not counting the billions lost in brand equity. The bulletproof reputation didn't just crack, it shattered. And they didn't. The data shows they were analyzing failed bearings recovered from good engines as early as May 2024. Realizing the rot went deeper than just a few bad batches. They stayed silent while thousands of customers drove trucks that were effectively grinding themselves into scrap metal from the inside out. The story begins not with a bang, but with a silence. The silence of the 5.7-liter V8, the 3URFE, a dinosaur of an engine that drank gas like a cargo ship but ran for 1 million miles without a hiccup. Toyota killed it. In the pursuit of EPA credits and modernization, they forced the market into the V35A FTS, a 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6. It was a marvel of complexity, tighter tolerances, higher pressures, massive boost. But complexity is the enemy of longevity. When the first reports started appearing on forums in late 2022, trucks with 5,000 miles seizing on the highway, dealerships gaslit the owners. Bad fuel, they said. Improper break-in, they claimed. But the autopsies told a different story. Deep inside the engine block, microscopic metal shavings, machining debris left over from the production process at the Alabama plant, were floating in the oil galleys. These weren't just dust, they were shrapnel. Here is the technical horror that Toyota tried to downplay. The V35A FTS runs on razor-thin bearing clearances to maintain oil pressure for the turbos and the variable valve timing. When that machining debris, often steel or aluminum shavings, enters the oil stream, it doesn't always get caught by the filter. Sometimes it's downstream of the filter, trapped in the block during casting or drilling. It travels directly to the crankshaft main bearings. The main bearings are the spine of the engine. They hold the crankshaft in place as it converts the violent explosions of combustion into rotational force. In a Tundra towing 10,000 pounds, the load on these bearings is immense. When a piece of debris wedges itself between the crank journal and the bearing shell, it acts like a lathe tool. It scours the soft babbitt material of the bearing. Friction spikes instantly. The temperature soars. The oil film, the only thing preventing metal-on-metal contact, shears. Then comes the sound. The knock. It starts as a faint rhythmic tapping, a hollow sound deep in the belly of the beast. Within miles, it becomes a hammer blow. The bearing seizes, welding itself to the crankshaft. The connecting rod, now fighting a seized crank, can snap, punching a hole through the side of the engine block. This is what happened to truck after truck. And Toyota's initial response? Short block replacements. This was the insult that poured salt in the wound. A short block replacement means taking the cylinder heads, turbos, and accessories off the dead engine and bolting them onto a new bottom end. It is a massive, intrusive surgery performed by dealership technicians who are under extreme time pressure. Not factory robots with laser measurements. But even that wasn't enough. Toyota realized that the debris wasn't just in the block, it could be in the heads, the turbos, the oil cooler. You cannot flush this contamination out. If you leave a single speck of metal, the new engine will die just like the old one. So, the recall expanded. Replace the engine assembly. The entire thing. A complete heart transplant. Do the math. A twin-turbo V6 crate engine, plus labor, plus rental cars for months while parts are on backorder. We are looking at a bill of $20,000 to $30,000 per truck. Multiply that by 102,000 units. That is a financial crater the size of the manufacturing plant itself. But the financial cost to Toyota is nothing compared to the financial ruin of the owners. Imagine you bought a 2024 Tundra TRD Pro for $75,000. You paid a market adjustment markup because it was a Toyota. You thought you were buying an asset. Now you try to trade it in. The dealer looks at the VIN. They see the recall. They see the shop still. They don't want it. Who wants a truck that might need a month-long engine swap? Who wants a truck that has had its cab lifted off the frame and its guts ripped out by a 22-year-old lube tech? The resale value of these trucks has plummeted. Early data suggests a drop of $6,000 to $10,000 in value overnight for affected VINs. The Toyota tax, that premium you pay for reliability, has inverted. You are now paying a penalty for their incompetence. And the worst part? The fix isn't instant. Parts are scarce. Supply chains are broken. Owners are driving trucks they are terrified to accelerate, waiting for the knock, waiting for the seizure, waiting for the betrayal to be complete. This is not just about a bad batch of engines. This is about the hubris of a legacy manufacturer thinking they could rush a complex platform to market without the rigorous quality controls that built their empire. They abandoned the over-engineered simplicity of the past for the fragile efficiency of the future, and they got caught. The V35 AFTS will go down in history alongside the Ford 6.0 Power Stroke and the BMW N63 as an engine that destroyed a reputation. Toyota is scrambling. They are offering extended warranties, free rentals, apologies. But you cannot warranty trust. You cannot recall a reputation. When you turn the key in your $80,000 truck, and you have to wonder if today is the day the main bearing spins, the brand is already dead. The Tundra was supposed to be the safe bet. Now, it is the biggest gamble on the road. And for 102,000 owners, the house has already won.